Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to another video. And today's topic is going to be, is 60 FPS really better than 30 FPS? This is generally something I would not talk about. Generally, I would say frame rate doesn't matter. But over the course of the last 2 years with the Xbox One, I have noticed that 60 is undoubtedly better. So if that's the too long, didn't watch summary of the video, today I'm going to be kind of, I guess, just talking, rambling, generally what just makes these things work. So, if you guys don't know, the frame rate is generally, it's a controversial topic, because some people really don't care about frame rate, some people don't play games less than 60, at 60 is their minimum, that they won't go under it. So, the game is 30 FPS, they don't play it, they just skip it. No, that's fine. I think you're going to have a bad time of gaming if you do that, because you're going to miss out on some very good games. Just because they're 60, they're only 30 frames per second. Doesn't mean they're bad games, just means you can have you're not going to have as a good a time as you could have. So that's kind of what I want to talk about. So I have 3 points. It's like, which is better? I've already answered that. That's 60. I think 60 frames per second is better than 30 frames per second. And how important is frame rate? So it's like goes with like graphics, frame rate, gameplay. What's the most important out of those three? I'm gonna go ahead and say gameplay is the most important. Out of those three, definitely out of those three. Then frame rate, then graphics. If a game looks good but only runs at 30 and has terrible gameplay, you're just watching a movie at that point, basically. And if a game has good graphics and a good frame rate, it's pretty much the same thing. If the gameplay doesn't stand up to the standards that you want it to, you're not going to ever have a good game, because games rely on gameplay, believe it or not. And my third question is, does 30 FPS ruin games? Pretty much every game on the Xbox 360 was 30 FPS, and I didn't. It wasn't until Xbox One came out that I finally saw what 60 FPS was. So, I was kind of, I'm not sure what it's called. I grew up playing 30 FPS, and under, at the times. And it's only until the last 2 years I've been playing at 60 FPS, which, it's fine by me completely. Because, I can see the best of both worlds, if you want to call it that. But I do, that Xbox One has spoiled me. And if I can, I'll look up if the game is 60 FPS, and I'll be more inclined to play it if it is. So, if you guys don't know, or what 60 FPS looks like, if you have a supported browser and stuff like that, you can actually watch all my videos in 60 FPS. It also depends on the game. If the game is 60 FPS, I do have a 1080p 60 FPS go-to capture card, but it doesn't matter if I'm like playing Destiny and I record at 60 FPS. I still record everything at 60 FPS just so I can get the high quality videos on YouTube, so they just look better. Like Halo 5, Titanfall, like Black Ops 3, stuff like that have good frame rate. I have experienced, I want to say, little to no frame drops in those games. Halo 5, I haven't experienced a single frame drop in that game that I noticed. They can jump down to like 55 and like 55 frames per second. Who's going to tell the difference between those 5 frames, really? You could probably, put it on like a tool or something. I'm seeing analysts have this like frame rate tool. They can, if it dips up and down, what the frame rate is in there. But that's about the only time you will be able to notice, because otherwise, your eye can't really tell the difference between those 5 frames. It just feels pretty much the same. Overall, I would just have to point out that while 60 FPS is superior, 30 FPS doesn't mean the game is unplayable. Now, field of view, if you want to get in that, then that's a different story. If you played Far Cry 4 on consoles, it's just, that field of view is pretty awful. And hopefully they fix that in Primal, because while I play other games, while they have lower fields of view than maybe their PC counterparts and stuff like that, and Halo 5 obviously doesn't have a PC counterpart, but Far Cry 4, it feels like you're so squished together. Honestly, I understand now that when people say that the lower frame rate and field of view actually give them a headache. It just makes sense to me now, but maybe that's another story, another topic for another day. So, hope you guys enjoyed this short video, and I'll see you guys later.